What's up guys? If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe dahil meron tayong giveaway by the time we reach 50,000 subscribers. Anyway, sa start ng video na to, or rather the main topic of this video is Carl Tamayo a future star of Gilas Pilipinas? Tapos i-check na rin natin yung performance ng ibang KBL players natin. Si Carl Tamayo naka-featuring sa gitna no? Considering na yung averages niya, 13.7 points, 8.2 rebounds. Si Justin Gutang from the CSB Blazers. Tingnan natin. Si Carl from the post. Nice pass to the import. Grabe talaga, no? Actually, sinabi nga ni Coach Tim na he believes Carl will be a Gilas superstar by 2027 or 2028.
4 years from now. But we want to try to keep the core as intact as possible. And Kevin represents that core. Along with Carl, Kevin and Carl, they really represent that core of players that we want to grow in the system and become the future stars of the Gilas team.
Ano sa tingin nyo about that statement? Do you think it's too early? Sa tingin nyo, it's a perfect timeline maging star nga si Tamayo? But here, he's very patient. This is a solid 6'7", 6'8". Si Carl Tamayo. Si KQ is more on the 6'4 range. Maraming tao nagsasabi na si KQ is more of a... Yung misconception kay KQ is that people think he's 6'8", 6'7", no? But in reality, 6'4". Pero si Tamayo yung legit 6'8". And nakakatuwa to see na nagagamit siya dito sa Sakers or Sakers sa KBL, considering na there was a team before, I forgot kung sa Japan ba yun, na hindi siya ginagamit at all. That's why he left. Nakakatuwa yung ano niya, no? It's more of yung progression niya to becoming the player that he is right now. And bata pa talaga eh. And sa international game, I think kailangan talaga niya i-improve yung 3 points niya considering na mahirap sa post, diba? It's not like he's gonna face bigger players for sure. Kapag nalagay siya sa pwesto, or rather pag nalagay siya sa post, pero why not, diba? What if he becomes a really good post player? 6'7", 6'8 naman siya, but ngayon ko lang actually pinatong laro na to. Nakita ko lang kay Hoop Junkie yung stats niya, like 37 points siya. Obviously, I got curious to see how Carl Tamayo got his points, no? Siguro, sa pinaka-peak niya sa KBL, kaya niya magano no? 20 on average, 20-7, 20-8. Pero granted, hindi pa siya pinagpaplanuhan ng most teams. Hindi pa naman siya yung first option that still belongs to the import, yung American imports, but who knows, right? What if sa kanya dumaan yung buong proseso? Or rather, sa kanya na dumaan yung buong opensa. Solid yung give and go dun, no? Considering the first year pa lang ni Tamayo dito, yung sa KBL na to. Mid-range talaga, bread and butter talaga yung Tamayo. Sa UP pa lang, guys, yan na talaga laro ni Tamayo. Di rin ako na-surprise nung when Coach Tim first releases initial pool of players. Malaki rin tiwala niya sa mga young guys natin. Pero ako pa rin talaga, I'm in favor of expanding the pool. Hindi talaga ako pabor dun sa yung small pool. Kasi injury prone yung mga players natin. But so far naman, wala namang reklamo sa like who he chose initially. It's just that I just want our team to have at least 20 guys na pwede pagpilian. Which nakita na natin to rin sa Gilas. But yeah, for me, Carl Tamayo, guys, is a future star for Gilas. Kai Soto, yung pinaka-main. A lot is riding on Kai Soto. And then, maybe Carl Tamayo, Kevin Kiambao, maybe fourth option. Kasi Dwight Ramos, I think, consistent third option eh. Si Carl can... Actually, si Carl, pwede mo rin bigay sa kanya yung bola as a first option, no? Sa future. I know we have Justin Brownlee. Diba pwede na yung ano natin. So, it's gonna be JB or Benny Boatwright, first option. Then Kai Soto. Then Carl Tamayo? Or would you guys choose Carl Tamayo over Kai Soto? Pagdating sa opensa. Then maybe KQ. Or maybe Dwight Ramos first, then KQ. Who knows? A lot can change eh. Considering na these international stints are just gonna make our players really good. Ito naman yung kay JD Kagulangan. So si JD Kagulangan, guys, had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals sa first game niya for the KT Sonic Boom. Suwon KT. So even though they lost by 15, 78-63, makikita nyo dito yung glimpses of what kind of point guard he is. Yung mga di nanonood ng UAP, kaya si Kagulangan, great pressure defender, great perimeter defender. knows when to feed his teammates. Ganda ng pass na yun sa cutting import. By the way, thank you to Ryan Alba for cutting this video. Kinuha ko lang to sa kanya. And imagine mo guys wala pang practice masyado si JD. Or maybe one practice. And he's already facilitating like this 9 assists to his teammates. Grabe, it's just the pure understanding of where they would be. Imagine nyo, siguro if naka full season siya or maybe even half a season. It's just gonna get better. Pero yung defense, di natuturo yan eh. That kind of effort. Di natuturo yung ganyang effort. And I feel like Kagulangan could be like a new age Jimmy Alapag. But was Alapag a great defender like JD? I don't remember Jimmy being a pesky defender like how Kagulangan is. And si Kagulangan kasi mas malaki yung katawan to Jimmy Alapag. But then again, the Mighty Mouse is really clutch. Amazing three-point shooter. Knows when to shoot it, knows when to pass. So yun yung kailangan matutunan ni JD Kagulangan. It's more of when do I need to pass, when do I need to score, when do I need to take it to the rack, diba? It's more of that comes with age. Pero do you think mako-consider si Kagulangan one day for Gilas, or do you think there are more talented players in the KBL, or there are more talented players in our guard pool more than JD? So far kasi, again, one game pa lang to. Pero nakakatuwa makita yung ganong stats na all around. The 5 steals is amazing considering sa Korea pa niya ginagawa. You can see there, just tight pressure defense. Like sa gamble though. Pero yun, at least doon, yung gamble niya paid off. He was able to anticipate the pass. Pero magaling talaga yung kalaban nila dito eh. That's why they lost by 15. But then again, they're just gonna get better. As he has more reps with the team. Kagulangan could be an option. Actually, SJ Belangel is also a ano tawag dito? Pwedeng in consideration din. Kasi mas veterano si SJ more than JD, and maybe siguro din na si Belangel kasi more of a specialized scorer. So I don't know if how much Coach Tim needs that kind of guy, but if papapili siguro si Coach Tim, JD or SJ, baka si JD just because na he's more of a ano tawag dito? He's more of a two-way player than SJ is. Let me know what you guys think about that. Medyo controversial thing to say. Pero who knows? I mean, I don't mind having SJ Belangel. I love SJ Belangel. Pero yung two-way potential na talaga ni JD is more enticing, to be honest. I mean, don't forget to subscribe, guys. I appreciate your help. Makakatulong lahat ng ginagawa nyo. Like, comment, subscribe. At 50K subscribers, mimigay tayo ng giveaway. And hopefully, you guys win it. Thank you so much. Peace. See you.